Please subscribe.
When Volkswagen chose to dispatch the fundamentally refreshed 2020 Passat close to some of Southern California's incredible driving streets, it caused a stir, both of mine. The Passat is never again our first decision for a medium-sized vehicle we'd hoon up a world-class street like Angeles Crest. However, could this mid-cycle revive change that? The U.S.Spec 2020 Passat still rides on an old stage in contrast to the Passats for the Chinese and European markets, which are presently based on VW's much more up-to-date MQB engineering that supports the Golf and Motor Trend top choice. So despite the fact that the Passat is invigorated for 2020, the body in white is basically equivalent to the vehicle that brought home our Car of the Year praises in 2012. VW says this is to minimize expenses since car deals are on the decrease in the US, yet accordingly the Passat is prevented through and through. For 2020, the bodywork is presently a piece swoopier, with a revamped front-end structure, new LED headlights, a new grille that binds it to the current Jetta, and an etched back that makes the Passat a more attractive machine than previously. The 2.0-liter turbo 4 makes the equivalent 174 horsepower, however, is up to 206 pounds-feet of torque, and the 6-speed programmed gets another torque converter. Inside, the progressions are much increasingly unobtrusive. Yet, they shouldn't have been. The Czech group in the U.S.Spec Passat has a minuscule shading show between a simple tech and speedometer. Had VW made the transition to the MQB stage, the Passat could have accompanied Volkswagen's best-in-class completely computerized instrument bunch, as in the Tiguan, yet the car's more seasoned stage won't take into account it. The atmosphere controls stay unaltered, as does the middle comfort. Volkswagen made vulnerable side-checking, back cross-traffic alarm, and programmed LED headlights highlights standard over every single trim level, be that as it may. The 2020 Passat's dashboard has been adjusted to incorporate some RTS vents, and the infotainment show is new. At simply 6.3 inches, the touchscreen is little for the section. European Passats can be moved up to a 8.0-inch show, something that is beyond the realm of imagination in the North American vehicle because of its dated stage. Alluring discretionary apparatus incorporates a Fender sound framework, versatile journey control, standard on 3 of 4 trims, warmed front and back seats, and double-zone atmosphere control, additionally standard on 3 of 4 trims. Lamentably, a marginally modernized inside and additional comforts can't conceal the vehicle's undeniable age inside. The dashboard and focus comfort, however spotless and simple to utilize, look emphatically austere when contrasted with others in the section. Be that as it may, how does the old car stack up out and about? Understanding that the Passat may require some extra energy for our drive ahead, I bounced into a 2020 Passat R-Line. The R-Line includes somewhat unique front and back guards, guiding wheel-mounted door shifters, and stickier Falcon elastic folded over R-Line Elite 19-inch wheels. The new tires speak to one of the greatest powerful contrasts between this newest 2020 Passat and the bygone one. Though the last R-Line accompanied greater wheels, however, tires that were no more grippy, the Falcons were considerably more capable of hustling the car up a twisty mountain street. On account of the oars on the wheel, it was anything but difficult to remain in the ideal apparatus, yet the transmission normally overlooked me when I requested a downshift. The controlling is light yet precise, yet the brakes have no vibe, and a dead spot at the highest point of the pedal's movement makes arriving at a well-made decision about stop amazingly troublesome. When we dropped out of the twisty streets above Los Angeles and onto its maturing turnpikes, the old Passat came great. The 405 Turnpike's asphalt is famously loud and rocky, however, the Passat even on its 19-inch amalgams absorbed the irregularities and knocks effortlessly. It hushed up at speed, permitting so little wind and tire clamor into the lodge that even murmur volume discussions were perceptible. No squeaks or errant clatters advanced into the lodge as we pounded it over knocks and extension joints. The Passat was effectively as agreeable as its elder sibling, the Tiguan, yet with better body authority over enormous undulations. The long and straight adventure down the 405 suit the Passat. Fitting, as the U.S. spec Passat has been assembled explicitly for the American market since 2012, and long, straight voyages possessed large amounts of the lower 48. I just can't resist the urge to think about how much better the Passat could have been, the point at which the going gets twisty on the off chance that it were based on MQB. In the moderate-size car class, you can have your cake and eat it, as well. The Accord, a double cross-examination victor, expertly handles the useful issues that issue to families while likewise being smarter to drive. All things considered, the revived Passat is as yet roomy, calm, and agreeable. It won't set your hair ablaze or motivate you to push for that next summit. What it ought to do is offer indistinguishable sorts of highlights from the Ultima and Optima, however, the exclusion of a warm controlling wheel, ventilated front seats, an adequately estimated infotainment screen, and an Encompass C camera framework makes it less engaging. The 2020 Passat begins at $23,915, undermining the greater part of its rivals in base cost, and it additionally flaunts a 4-year/50,000 fundamental guarantee with 2-years/20,000 miles of free support. All things being equal, the Passat needs more discretionary Logitech to fulfill the individuals who acknowledge such amenities. Despite everything, it isn't as agile as the class-driving Accord. A more component-loaded Passat with present-day underpinnings exists, only not in the US, and that is the thing that baffles us about the U.S. spec 2020 Passat. On the off chance that you should have an open, agreeable, well-evaluated German car in your garage and wouldn't fret avoiding highlights numerous contenders offer, the Passat could have a home on your short rundown. Something else, consider a lower trim Arteon, another medium-sized vehicle, or sit tight a couple of years for the sought-after full update of the Passat.